Peace, y'all. Casey here, and I'm here to talk about Pluto in the third house for Sagittarius Risings. All right, so for my Sagittarius Risings, you guys' evolutionary lesson for Pluto being in your third house will be to confront your limitations of your intellectual structures, organizations, and orientations, right? So with you guys, it's time to examine the nature of your personal opinions and the basis for those opinions. So as you begin to confront these limitations and these mental constructs, you can prepare to be mentally challenged by other people, your mental constructs, the way that you think, the way that you compose your thoughts and your ideas. All that is going to be challenged because Pluto will be in your third house messing around a little bit. So at the time, like arguments, disagreements, they're very likely around this time. So if you're noticing yourself being a little edgy with people being a little edgy with you, that's just Pluto being in your third house for the next 20 years. And it's just a time to look at that. So with that being said, Sagittarius risings, this is a good time to develop your point of views, develop new points of views, develop your a new intellectual framework and expand upon your intellectual framework so that you can begin to perceive life in new ways. So you're going to begin to open up your mind. You're going to begin to perceive life in new ways that you haven't previously perceived life because of Pluto being in your third house. So this is a big mental shift for you guys right now. And with this shift, this is going to help you to eliminate superficial thought processes, superficial opinions, and ideas. This is going to help you completely eradicate all of that. And this is a fun time because during this time, you can start to awaken the underlying reasons for why you think about things in the way that you do. Like, why do I think like this? Why am I thinking about this in this type of way? It's time to examine that so that you could begin to open up the floodgates to new ideas, new thought processes, and the likes. This is a really deep time for you guys because you will begin to become aware of why you've organized your intellectual thought processes in this particular way. It's a deep time. So you will begin to look at your thought processes and your intellectual framework and think and begin to notice why you've chose to organize your life in this particular way. And this is going to be a time to deepen your mind as well. So my Sagittarius risings, as you begin to examine your mental constitution, your intellectual capabilities, three things are going to occur according to this book. All right. So the first thing will be the need to eliminate opinions, mental attitudes, and points of views. You'll be like, okay, no more with this way of thinking. I'm gonna completely rid it. It's like a mental decluttering right now for you. The second thing that's gonna occur as you begin to examine your mental space is you're gonna wanna reformulate and deepen certain ideas about the nature of reality that is still relevant or functional. So things that are working for you, you're going to want to deepen it. Say if it suits you to think about life in a way of okay, this is I wake up and I'm doing this, and this. Do you want to keep doing this, and this? Or can you change that up completely and find a new way to approach life, a new way to approach your day? It's time to either deepen it or completely eliminate it or reformulate it as well. So eliminate it, reformulate it, deepen it. So the third thing that will occur during this time is the need to reach out for new experiences that allow for new ideas, information, and knowledge to come in. So who knows? I mean, you can go to a new church. You can start to read books, maybe that book that you've always wanted to read. start having deeper conversations with different people, start to travel more and experience different things with different people. Anything that'll help reconstruct your mental processes, help you to expand your horizons mentally. Anything to do with the mind right now is keen for you for the next 20 years. Because you know everything is mental. According to the ancient Egyptians, everything is mental. So if everything is mental, and this is the time for your mental processes to either fall away, deepen, or for you to reformulate your mental processes, this is the time for your whole life to shift after or during this Pluto retrograde. So a thing for you guys that is going to ignite this deepening process for you guys, you may have already been feeling it, or you may feel it soon, but you may start to feel mentally cramped, stifled, or kind of stagnant. And this can initiate this process of deepening your mind, reformulating your mind, and just having a whole different point of view and awareness. You may start to just feel like, dang, like my mind is stifled, cramped, or I'm just feeling restless. I'm feeling bored. Like I'm needing something new. I'm needing to travel somewhere new in my mind. Also, visualization, meditations could also be an aid right now to help you to come up with new ideas. I know for me, sometimes when I feel like my mind is kind of just like on like autopilot, or I'm not in a space to like pick up a new book or learn a new piece of information, just lying there, say 10 minutes a day, even 5 minutes a day, and just meditating in complete silence, it can open up a whole new space of ideas for me. So that could also help you guys too, meditation and mindfulness. Also at this time, while Pluto was in your third house, you guys, Sag risings, you also may be repelled or irritated by like superficial answers, people that's not giving you that intellectual stimulation, especially if you're naturally a sapiosexual. You may feel like, that's not deep enough, or tell me more, tell me deeper into like what you're thinking. So this could be a time of like irritation, frustrations, and also don't be afraid to challenge people. If you feel like you want more of an answer, that's okay. Like, do not be afraid to challenge people at this time, because this is also a time for you to help other people deepen their mental playground as well. So don't be afraid to challenge people. I have a Sagittarius rising friend who literally called me yesterday after work, and I was so tired. I couldn't really give her the information, the stimulation that she needed, and I could feel her like peaking, like, hey, talk to me. And I'm like, ooh, I'm tired, like I need to go to bed, but I love you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you may not get what you feel like you want from somebody, but just know it's all love. And go read a book, go journal, go meditate, go have some thoughts to yourself, because this is a deep time for you. But it may not be a deep time for everybody, or may not be the right moment for everybody. But also, it's okay to let people know, like, hey, I would love a conversation with you. I would love to know your thoughts on this. I would love to pick your brain. You know, don't give up that process. And lastly, for my Sag risings, this is a really good time to seek out new knowledge systems, ideas to help you build new foundations, and to not be so mentally scattered and or restless. So happy thinking, happy meditating, happy deepening of your mind, and make sure you're releasing all of those old, outdated thought processes and belief systems that no longer serve you. All right, peace and love, y'all.